Reicht. Jo, das war. Hat doch dann doch ganz gut funktioniert. Danke an die Sohn-Lösung, Christian. Da hätte ich jetzt, glaube ich, echt mir irgendwie einen abgebrochen. Und auch danke an die Reihenfolge von der Sonne aus. Hinweis. Another elevator.
Do you think it works?
Können wir die Karte auch schon angucken? Offenbar nicht. Oh, doch, da. Also hier sind die Fahrstühle, wo wir aufgewacht sind. Hier ist die Nummer 9 Tür, also hier, und hier ist was auch immer dahinter liegt. Ich finde zumindest ganz interessant, gerade schon mal einen Überblick zu kriegen. Hier sind wir, glaube ich, durchgegangen und da war nur die zweite Tür dann. Das heißt, danach sind wir hier lang und sind hier reingekommen. Das waren die zwei zugemachten, von denen gesprochen wurde, dass sie verbarrikadiert sind. Und das heißt, jetzt sind wir hier. Okay, und könnten aber theoretisch auch wieder hier zurück. Ups, da wollte ich nicht hinklicken. Das heißt, jetzt sind wir hier. Wo ist denn dann der Fahrstuhl? Wahrscheinlich da. Wahrscheinlich sind sie nach da gegangen und haben hier einen Fahrstuhl gesehen. No, no. Only one way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
Ah, das Geklimper, das kennt man doch. Looks like Alice, Clover, Kay.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
Gutes Timing, huh? What's going on here?
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
Dude, also er macht sich bisher irgendwie nicht so wirklich Freunde hier, ne?
Let me see the map.
Sure. Ah ja. Hier sind die durchgegangen. Ja, hier oben treffen sie sich alle wieder. Und dann noch die dritte Gruppe. Wo wir lang gegangen sind, habe ich gerade schon gezeigt. Die haben alle unterwegs ihren eigenen Escape Room, aber wenn sie jeweils dem Weg folgen, treffen sie sich alle hier. I get it. All three routes end up here.
That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Infirmary?
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
Okay.
No, there's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Okay. Ben, fine mind.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Okay, das heißt, hier kommen wir erstmal nicht weiter. Lock, huh? Yeah, won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh, yeah, the time left. Oh, it looks like 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too.
Ja, die haben alle dasselbe gefunden wahrscheinlich. Diesen Zettel, der sagt, dass wir zurückgehen können.
We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in a safe in the lounge. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door... Ja, das müssen wir jetzt nicht nochmal. Das haben wir doch gerade erst gelesen. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to.
Ja.
Otherwise,
What's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Die verstehen sich ja bisher total gut.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
Gehen wir durch die Lounge zurück. Ja gut, ist ja der schnellste Weg, ne? Wenn man das auf der Karte so anschaut.
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite scotch.
Oh,
Wait,
tempting. I don't really think now's the time.
whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the nonary game, and if Quark was calling Tamyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seemed to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy. Soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want.
Boy, you are in for a lot of surprises.
You
At some
can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But, are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
Warehouse A. Home Sweet Home oder so. Ist er noch da?
Oh, you're finally done?
Fuck you.
You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, my temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise,
Well, you really need me to spell it out.
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
We go into the AB rooms, right? Look, we've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes, yes, yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
play a game.
Okay.
Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex game!
Wait. What's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous.
Okay.
Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
Okay, Mr. Dictionary. It's a game of betrayal then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the nonary game?
$10 to the whole enchilada. The no-no game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. Shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Bio?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am. So you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion of who'd go into which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay.
An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? What the f... What? Das ist jetzt im Fahrstuhl. What? What? What the... Who is this?
Fuck if I know.
Da ist eine tote alte Oma im Fahrstuhl.
Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was... blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing, no breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay, come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah, she's not breathing, and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them. Part of them? Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
What the fuck? Dio, Kay, and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope, pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we had found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance. His breathing heavy and labored, and his movement slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looks so peaceful, almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor.
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Hier übrigens ein kleines Vögelchen im Käfig.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy?
Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner.
Das gab's auch in The Walking Dead mit Veterinarian.
It's called an atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
Suck it, Dio. So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female, estimated age 65 to 75 years. Diagnosis, deceased. Cause of death, also Blutverlust. Estimated time of death, 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory, weapon entered through fourth intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics, wound margin clean, continuous. Angles, 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Cavity, 150mm length, 30 width, 3. Based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Deceased person was stabbed, end of analysis. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something?
It means a tool of some sort.
Sigma, du Idiot.
A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Does it?
Sorry, but no.
Why?
Oops.
Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten there after you 2 left. Which means...
Fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that? I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Jr., the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of the game, Jen?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until aMBDX game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Ally? What does that even mean? What was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said, Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
Really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh? Wait. Hi? Where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? Whoa. What the hell is she doing? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you up to up here anyway? Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is?
This thing.
Ich wusste nicht, dass das sagt. Ich hab's gesagt, bevor es gesagt hat. This thing.
Remember it?
The hatch.
Try opening it.
Ich hab schon wieder den Text gesagt, bevor er kam. No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
Okay.
5 minutes remain
Vielleicht sollten wir langsam mal reingehen.
aMBDX game.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
Algernon? Oh, he's a rabbit. Was ist Algernon? Irgendeine Referenz, die ich nicht raffe. Also,
Look.
was erwartet uns hier? Das erfahren wir nächstes Mal, denn es ist 10 Uhr. Und damit Zeit zu speichern und erstmal Schluss zu machen für heute. Ich hätte am liebsten sogar fast da aufgehört, wo man die alte tote Frau gefunden hat, aber da war es noch nicht wirklich 10 Uhr. Also, das wäre es für die erste Session sozusagen. Natürlich passiert es bisher noch kein riesengroßer Holy Shit Mindfuck oder irgendwelche gigantischen Twists. Wir müssen ja erstmal langsam anfangen und alles aufbauen, all die Regeln hier aufbauen, die Charaktere vorstellen. Wir haben aber schon natürlich eine erste große Überraschung, nämlich warum zum Teufel ist da eine tote Oma in einem Fahrstuhl aufgetaucht. Dann haben wir Kay, der hinter einer Maske ist und auch behauptet, er kann sich an nichts erinnern. Und ja. Ja, der Anfang ist, es ist auch viel Erklärgerede dabei, aber es geht, glaube ich, ein bisschen schneller los als 999. Und es wird halt auch noch so viel abgefahrener als 999. Da ist, wie Simon meinte, 999 ist Kindergeburtstag dagegen. Aber ja, es baut sich halt alles schön langsam auf und man kriegt immer mehr Fragen und Mysterien und irgendwann natürlich auch die Antworten. Und ja. Die Puzzles sind tatsächlich schwerer. Da bin ich dann auf eure Hilfe auch durchaus angewiesen. Oder ich würde mal sagen, es wäre cool, wenn ihr so weitermacht wie heute, wie bei dem einen Raum, wo ich das bestimmt auch irgendwann geschafft hätte, aber vielleicht viel länger gebraucht hätte, wenn nicht direkt alle mitgedacht hätten. Das könnt ihr gerne weiterhin machen. Das macht es mir auch einfacher und macht es natürlich auch flüssiger, wenn wir nicht irgendwo ewig festhängen. Simon kann schon mal Dreiecke ausschneiden für später und wenn wir da sind, werdet ihr sehen, was ich damit meine. Und ansonsten, ja, ich hoffe, ihr seid gespannt. Es wird sich jedenfalls zu einer Story entwickeln, die ihr euch nicht mal in den wildesten Träumen vorstellen könntet. Also, das wäre es für heute, bevor ich mich nur wiederhole. Ja, ich würde sagen, feieren Humor versteckt die malnourished Harpy. Beste Beleidigung überhaupt. Ja, ich würde sagen, dann bis nächsten Sonntag. Ich hoffe, ihr seid alle wieder dabei. Und wer nicht kann, ich lade es ja immer hinterher auf YouTube hoch. Also kann man es auch da noch anschauen. Bis dann, gute Nacht, auf Wiedersehen und so weiter.